What is up, everybody? Renfail here. Hopefully you are doing well. It is time for my early thoughts video on Titan Quest 2. We just wrapped up our first stream playing the early access for this game. Shout out to THQ Nordic for the key. This is an early access game currently available on PC on Steam, with the full release coming to all platforms, consoles and everything, scheduled at the moment tentatively for I think the end of 2026. As they go through early access, they'll be adjusting those things, of course, dates and all that good stuff. So just wrapped up a 3+ hour session, and I wanted to give you guys my thoughts of the game so far. It's a lot of fun. I had my eye on this, but I have a really busy schedule this month, so it's kind of just like, where can I fit this in? And when I got the key, I was like, I'm just gonna put it in today as a sort of a bonus session. And I gotta say, a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and get into the game here really quick so we can talk about some stuff. This is my character here. It's good. If you like ARPGs, it's gonna feel like many other ARPGs. I had a lot of fun with this game back in the day, and with the first game, the first Titan Quest. It's been, God, I can't even tell you when the first one came out, years and years and years ago. One of the reasons I always enjoyed the first game was because the Greek mythology, the Greek mythos, has always drawn me in. If you have been around my channel for any length of time, you know that I don't play a ton of ARPGs. I will occasionally hit them up. Like, I have the early access for Path of Exile 2. I quite enjoyed Last Epoch. I've played the Diablo games over the years, but I don't actively seek out ARPGs, mostly because a lot of them I feel are just sort of basic hack and slash. And I have a hard time with games that force you into playing a specific difficulty level. As an example, one of the things is, as a critique against Path of Exile, is their normal mode is not a brilliant, it's not normal, whereas this game has a story mode, much like Diablo 4 and other games. And I always appreciate when a game has a casual difficulty for those of us who just want to play the game for the story, and we just want to get cool loot and blow things up without feeling overly challenged, because I don't want to be challenged like that. Like, the reason I play games is to have fun, and I play games for story. And one of the things that this game has done exceptionally well is just giving me a story mode that allows me to just jump in and have that super easy run around and do cool shit while being a cool hero feel, without having that Path of Exile, oh crap, I missed a dodge, one shot, you're dead. Like, that kind of thing is, I'm not a huge fan of that. So out of the gate, I will say, excuse me, I'm having a lot of fun with this because it gets me right into the action with a story mode that just feels really good. For an early access, it feels it's a good starting point. We've had a few polished things, which I'll mention in this video as we go through, but generally speaking, it's your traditional ARPG. You have a limited inventory space, you have gear that you can wear, you have abilities that you can have across the bottom, you have hit points, you have mana, aka energy, and from there you can come back to town where you can have a banker to stash your stuff at. There's a trader that you can sell to, and then there's various quests that you, or various vendors that you can sell to, and then there's of course your portal system. These are all standard things for pretty much every ARPG that you're going to play. It's, if you've played one of them, you've seen this in all of them. That's all here. I like the way that they've done their skill systems. So you have, like, essentially, there's no real class system here. It's pretty open to do the things you want to do. But you start off with your attributes, and there's the three main ones: agility, might, knowledge, and vigor. Excuse me, four main ones. And then those dictate the secondaries, which are fitness, cunning, and resolve. So I went maxed agility to start with. I just took it up to 100. You can keep going, but that's where I was a good starting point for me. And now I've been backing out and leveling up knowledge with a little bit of vigor as well. And I'm primarily going to be spending the next few levels probably pumping this knowledge up to 100, and then going from there. Now, this is where things get really, really fun. So there are essentially, you can have 2 masteries is what they call it. But a mastery is like, I don't want to say it's kind of like an archetype, so to speak. So like warfare is a mastery and storm is a mastery. And within each mastery you find these abilities that you could choose from. On the left hand side, whether it's warfare or storm, and you could choose 2 masteries for every character that you have. On the left hand side you have your active abilities, and on the right hand side you have your passive abilities. And every time you level up you get active points that you can spend, and then you have passive points that you can spend as well. And the way this works is like, as an example, I have leveled Raging Mind up to level 6, and once I hit level 6 I was able to choose one of these 3 things to slot in as a modifier. And once I put 12 points in, I'll be able to choose another one of these items to level in. That's how the passives work. Now it's similar over here on the actives, but you have a lot more variety. You'll notice that, for an example, I have 5 different modifiers that I could apply to this ability based on how many points I'm willing to spend into it. So as of right now, I have a certain amount of points into it, and that has allowed me to put a modifier into this. Now I could put multiple modifiers in, but I chose to go ahead and just max out Thunderstorm first, which gives me additional lightning strikes. Now if I put more points into this, I will then unlock the ability at level 5, at level 7, and at level 9 to unlock additional slots that I can then put in here. So you can eventually fill this out with 5 different modifiers, of which you can select from here. And each one of these abilities, it operates in the same way, so you can customize as you see fit. And it's the same way over here. Just depending on where you want to spend your points, that's how you do this. Now, there's also an additional system here, which is this divinity system. So I've unlocked rank 2 on each one of these, which means not only do I have access to these rank 1 abilities, I also have access to these rank 2 abilities. So you start off, you only have access to rank 1. Then you spend these divinity points to get up to rank 2, and then you unlock all of these abilities across the rank 2. But you'll notice that the rank 3 abilities are locked until you get to divinity level 18, and then you will unlock that horizontal bar across the top. That's how all that works. There's also these core abilities, which essentially takes your primary weapon ability. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload, or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. Your primary dodge and your primary barrier, and it allows you to further modify these. Now, I've been spending all of my points in the main weapon, which has been allowing me to do cool things. So I've added like the ability to penetrate additional and add lightning to my arrows. And the cool thing is like, because it's based on the weapons that you use, like you can have magic and but still use whatever weapon you want. So like within the warfare, I went with this because it's bonuses to my ranged attacks, but I could have also used this for melee. Over here they have a melee version, sweeping strike. There's like different things you can do, and it's cool because depending on what weapons you want to use, there are lots of different things in all of the different mastery lines that can apply to different types of weapons. So it's pretty cool the way the system works. So for an early access, I think it's got a good start. Now there are some polish issues and things that I would mention. As an example, I prefer to play on the controller, which is awesome. However, as an example,
you're looking to buy a bow?
When you're over here, if you are wanting to buy something and compare it to something that you're wearing, there's no way to do that with the controller. But if I switch over to mouse and keyboard, you'll notice that suddenly there's hit the Alt button to compare. But there's no way to do that on the controller, because the way the controller works is traditionally, in order to compare an item, you would hold down the left thumbstick and hit the right bumper at the same time, and that would allow you to compare. But they use the right bumper to switch over to your inventory here, so it overrides the compare thing. So currently the only way to compare when you're in this window within an inventory situation is you have to switch over to the mouse and keyboard and use the Alt button to then compare, like so. These are the little things that we as people playing early access can provide feedback on, and these are the little things that I would look at and go, you know what, it's a really good experience so far, but there are little things like that that could definitely use a little bit more, and then that'll be stuff that gets added to over time. So the music is spot on, the voice acting is great, I love the mythology, the gameplay is good. There's a little wonkiness in terms of, I'm a big fan of, like, if you are firing a bow as an example and you want to be able to like fire in different directions, being able to like quickly change. But the way this works is the animation is locked until the animation finishes. So currently if I shoot and then turn, it's only going to actually turn after I finish the shot, as opposed to some other games you can shoot on the fly and quickly turn around. Like you can do that without firing. It's a little thing, but hopefully we'll see additional polish passes on that as well. So early thoughts out of the gate is I'm having a lot of fun. There's currently around 20 hours of content in the existing early access. Something to consider if you're wanting to get into it. So it's not going to be a ton of content. Most of this early access is to, be a part of that evolving process as they go along and add content drops and add more things to the game and continue to polish what they have. There are quite a few varieties. There's four masteries? It was Earth. I'm trying to remember. I think it was Earth, Rogue, War, and then Lightning. So there's like 4 masteries you can choose from. So right now I'm doing, what is it again? I forget what it's called. Warfare and Storm. I would like to try out the Rogue and the Earth, so I'll probably create a different character and play through that as well, just to kind of test the waters with different things. I'm going full archer with this particular character. He's basically lightning. It's like a magic archer, essentially. I'm quite enjoying it so far. Having a lot of fun. Love to hear your thoughts. Drop them down below. I will be continuing to play this game a little bit throughout the month of August. Obviously, since it's early access, I won't be spending a ton of time. This is a bonus game for me. I already have a schedule for the month of August, but I'm kind of going to sneak this one in here and there because I did have a lot of fun today, and I would like to see some more. And I do love the fact, again, this all comes back to me of the fact that this has a story mode, like an easy mode, so I can quickly just jump in and go do some, kill some shit and feel like a Greek hero. And not have to worry about, I missed a dodge and I got one-shotted, which I have to deal with when I play Path of Exile. So it wins on that front for me, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. So let me know. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Daily streams at 4:30 a.m. Central on YouTube and Twitch, and I'll see everybody in the next one. Stay safe. Happy gaming.